This is Dr. Phil Chavez of the Men's Academy. The most notorious shootout in America's Wild West was on October 26, 1881, the gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. Now, the four men, Wyatt Earp, his brothers Virgil and Morgan, and Doc Holliday, were on the alleged side of law and order. Opposing them were five men, Billy and Ike Clanton, Tom and Frank McLaury, and Billy Claiborne. Now, the Clantons, with their ranch hands and allies, were known as the Cowboys, about 300 men. They were rustlers and outlaws and threatened the Earps for interfering with their corruption. Now, the Earp brothers were involved in law enforcement in and around Tombstone, yet were considered by some just as corrupt as the Clantons. Now, Doc Holliday, he was a dentist by day, was a gambler and a gunfighter also, and a close friend of Wyatt Earp. Earp was also a gambler and owned several saloons. Wyatt's brother Virgil was a deputy U.S. Marshal and the town marshal of Tombstone, and he fought in the Civil War for 3 years. So he was an experienced fighter. Wyatt was only in one previous shootout, and the other brother, Morgan, was never in a gunfight. So at the OK Corral, Wyatt and Morgan were backups to Virgil. Now, on October 25th, when Ike Clanton and Tom McLaury came into Tombstone for supplies, for a 24-hour period, the two men had some harsh exchanges with the Earps and Doc Holliday. The next day, Ike's brother Billy rode into town to join them, along with Frank Mallory and Billy Claiborne. And so around 3 p.m., October 26, 1881, the Earps and Holliday spotted 5 members of the Clanton-McLaury gang near the OK Corral, and the shooting began. The famous gunfight lasted for roughly only 30 seconds, and only about 30 shots were fired. Most reports say that it began when Virgil Earp pulled out his revolver and shot Billy Clanton point blank in the chest, while Doc Holliday also fired a shotgun blast to Tom McLaury. Now, when it was all over, Billy Clanton and the McLaury brothers were dead. Ike Clanton and Claiborne cut and ran. Virgil and Morgan Earp and Doc Holliday were wounded. Wyatt was not hit. Now, the Earps claimed self-defense. The Clanton Cowboys said they were attacked. While the truth may never be known, it was Wyatt Earp, we all know, who became well-known from newspapers, books, and movies. Now, there are at least 4 movies of the gunfight. I think the first was made about 1946. But these also include the more recent ones of 1993 Tombstone, with Kurt Russell as Wyatt Earp and Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday. The following year, 1994, Kevin Costner took the lead role in Wyatt Earp. Now, while Virgil had the combat skills, in all the movies, Wyatt remains the star. A lesson, brothers, that sometimes the leading man is least noticed. Brother Scott be with you. We appreciate you viewing our Manly Minutes. Thank you for whatever donation you can offer to make our content possible. Go to themensacademy.org/donate. Thank you.